Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Olga is here. For those of you who haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel and please hit the bell as well if you want to get notified about the new content that I'm placing out here on YouTube. Today's video is going to be me basically touching base on how Dan did after his surgery. He's recovering right now, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of makeup and talking to you guys about that. I have already primed my face. I do have the foundation on my face. It's a Mercier foundation. And yes, I had stopped using it, but recently I started using it again. I have kind of love-hate relationship with that foundation. Anyways, so my face is set. I used Tarte Shape tape on my eyes to conceal the bags that I have. And basically, I am going to start drawing on my eyebrows. Cat hair, sorry. I'm going to start drawing on my eyebrows and telling you guys about Dan. I'm using this little Lancome palette that came in one of the gift sets that I have reviewed in winter. And this is one of the Lancome brushes that I have been using for my eyebrows. I'm going into this color right here, the brown. And I'm going to fill in my eyebrows where I'm missing some. Lately, I've been really not plucking my eyebrows or doing anything to them because I want to be able to preserve every little eyebrow hair that I have left, because each time I made a mistake and plucked way too many hairs, then the hairs wouldn't grow back in the areas where I needed them to grow back, which is so sad. So I told you guys that I'm not going to be doing 3 videos per week as I have promised before, because I have a lot of things happening in my life, and I kind of feel like even though it is important to keep the channel going and to be making videos and to be relevant and to be putting out content, I feel like sometimes a person is stretched too far in terms of what they realistically can do, in terms of how good their content is. I mean, I can put out decent videos out there, but there are days when I don't feel like filming it. I might be in a bad mood and I have to film because I'm pushing myself and creating content and putting 3 videos out there. But sometimes it feels like, what's the point? Because I feel like, you know, YouTube has changed rules on all of us and how the content is being found and how often people are clicking on the videos. You know, I've been looking at my stats and it's not like tons of people clicked on my video and clicked off it because they hated the content per se, and then I could say, oh, well, I have a chance to improve, right? People just don't click on my videos at all, be that maybe I have boring thumbnails, or maybe because I'm unwilling to do clickbait videos or clickbait thumbnails. I am unwilling to put kind of thumbnails that are unrealistic onto the video. I'm putting always honest thumbnails and like realistic thumbnails on my videos. And so people aren't clicking on my videos. So I get like 20 views per video and I'm like, what's the point of me throwing 3 videos per week out there if nobody is watching the video? Nobody is even clicking on it. So I decided lately that I am going to just make content whenever I feel like I want to make content and by request. So meaning if something is out there that you guys want me to request, instead of me going to Sephora buying a bunch of crap and reviewing that, because I think it's important, I would be like, okay, so if you guys want to see that stuff being reviewed, I will review it. If you don't, great, you know, we move on. So going back to Dan, I'm sorry for this kind of a long intro. Dan had a very serious, Dan is my husband, for those of you who don't know. Dan had a very serious procedure done because he had a condition where his ureter, that's the tube that connects the kidney to the bladder, on the left side, for some reason was not draining liquids, the urine, properly, and he would get a lot of pain. He's been having that condition for over like 8 years. Maybe he had it for longer, but it was asymptomatic, and it became symptomatic in the last couple of years, where he actually developed a kidney stone. He needed to go in and do the procedure to get rid of the kidney stone, but it was like a secondary to his condition with the urethra that was really narrow, not draining, and he had lots of scans done, and we had this surgery that he had done was done in Oregon Health and Science University. He had very great doctors that were working on him, Dr. Barry's team. They told us when he went in for the surgery, I'm going to contour my face with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette as usual. They told us that they would not be able to fix the tube because the tube is narrow for a very long stretch, and there is nothing they can do. It's like really narrow, and they have to basically move the kidney to the right side. They have to take the left kidney and put it on the right side, which is really scary because basically at this point it's called an auto kidney transplant. So it's not a kidney transplant in its in its usual way, that you are getting a kidney because your kidneys don't work and somebody donated a kidney to you, but it's your own kidney is being moved to the other part of your body because something is wrong with the connective tissues, something is wrong with those connections to the bladder, and the kidney is not draining. So in a nutshell, the kidney is fine. It's the plumbing that is not working properly. So that's what Dan went for. And the last video I left it at, as I told you guys, that Dan is going for a very serious surgery because they were going to move his kidney. And that's basically, we were convinced from all of the imaging that nothing can be done. Kidney has to be moved. I mean, there is no ifs or buts about that. So Dan was in surgery for 7 hours, and once they actually kept updating me every hour on how he's doing, and that was really nice because instead of just sitting there in the waiting room worrying and wondering how is Dan doing, oh my gosh, is he alive? I mean, seriously, because anesthesia doesn't come without risks. You can die from anesthesia, you can die from so many complications. I mean, even the smallest surgeries, there is always the risk of death. The risk of bleeding and infection are far more like realistic risks. The risk of dying, well, in America it's low, but like if you were getting the surgery in Ukraine and Russia, I mean, I don't mean to shade the doctors there, but I kind of do mean to shade them because I'm from there and I know how malpractice happens there. I mean, it does happen in US as well, but here things are far more like better regulated than in like Eastern European countries, you know what I'm saying? So it was nice to get updates. So me and his mother, we were sitting there in the waiting room getting updates, and it was nice, you know. So they were updating us every hour. I'm going to use this, right now I'm going to go into this palette right here, and this is by Marc Jacobs. Let me tell you the name of this palette. This is actually a limited edition. I got this because, well, I kind of wanted to have this collection in white. There are some items that I got that I tried that I didn't care for, but the eyeshadows are actually nice. And this is called Eye-Conic Multi-Finish Eye Matte Collection, I guess, or Eye-Conic Eyeshadows by Marc Jacobs. These are the colors. So I do like that it comes with this little situation that you can use this to kind of like mix your colors on if you wanted to, or just like cover the mirror or something if you don't care for it, or cover the eyeshadows when you're done with them. But what I don't like is that the names of the colors are right here. Like, I'm not ever going to look back to, wait, did I use this one or this one? I don't care. I'm just gonna tell you I went into this color and point my finger to it, and that's how you will know. So I'm going to, first of all, prime my eyelids with Urban Decay Primer Potion. We were being updated and it was nice. So Dan is at home right now. He was in the hospital for like almost a week. But what I forgot to tell you, the main thing I forgot to tell you is that once the surgery was over, the doctor, the main doctor on that kidney transplant team, Dr. Barry, very nice doctor. I have a lot of respect for the man. He came out and talked to us. I knew that the surgery was going to be really good because we knew that we went to a really good physician. But this doctor actually sat down with us in a separate room with Dan's mom and me, and he told us that they did not have to move the kidney. Once they opened Dan up and looked at that connection that had a lot of scar tissue that wasn't draining urine properly, they said that they were able to take the tissues from Dan's kidney, like on the bottom part of the kidney, and create the tubing. Basically, they had recreated the ureter. That's the pipe that drains urine from the kidney to the bladder. They were able to recreate that, basically giving Dan a new piece of pipe that he, in a nutshell, was missing or didn't have a good one. And they kept the kidney at its proper place. They did not have to lower the kidney. They did not have to move the kidney to the right. So that was really, really, really like nice. So we were like, oh my gosh, it was like a huge elephant was lifted off of my shoulders, because we just suddenly went from a very serious surgery where you have to snip, 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 disconnect the kidney, move it to the other side and hope that everything is going to be fine, to a serious surgery, but all of the important bodily organs are staying at their proper place. And so they sewed Dan up and he was in recovery, and then I was allowed to go visit him in recovery and stay with him. We got a private room at the hospital. That was really nice. I was able to spend the nights there in the recliner in his room, and I was able to like tend to Dan's needs, give him water, you know, help him. Like I was helping to like kind of like a second pair of hands for the nurses. So that was really, really good that they let me do it. I'm going to go into this color right here. This color right here is called Flesh. And I'm going to, of course, use my Wayne Goss brushes, and I'm going to cover the whole lid. So Dan is not feeling like super great right now by no means, because he has a very large scar and he is still recovering from this surgery. It was a very serious surgery, but he is recovering, and his situation, the pain that he had for 7 years, has hopefully will be resolved because they fixed that plumbing issue. We feel like we are relieved. Our lives are going to gradually go back to normal. Before you write me for telling you all of this, because it is private stuff, like I'm sharing private medical information, I did ask Dan permission. Like I asked the husband if he's okay with me sharing with the world what he had done. I will actually attach the name of this surgery because I do have it. If anybody is interested. And the reason I'm sharing this is not that I, you know, want to necessarily like flash personal business to the entire world, but I'm sharing on the off chance that maybe there's somebody suffering from a condition similar to this. You know, maybe there's somebody who is suffering from similar condition and wants to know more information about it. I'm going to go into color covets right here, and with the same brush, and kind of start putting this into my crease right here. So that's why I decided to share the information, basically. So I'm just kind of putting this color a little bit above my normal area where my eye crease is. I also have gotten a few new things from Sephora that I will be trying. A couple of colors that I haven't used before. Like I'm trying to be a little bit more unusual with my makeup choices because I don't want to do same old, but summer is officially here and I kind of want to do something new and unusual, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go into the color called For More, and this is this dark brown, with the same shade, same brush, and deepen my crease work. So I like these Marc Jacobs eyeshadows in this collection because they blend really nicely. I mean, I love my Viseart eyeshadows, but these are like that same, I feel like these ones particularly, these mattes are that particularly similar standard, like they can stand up to Viseart and say, hey, You know, these are really nice mattes. I feel like a lot of times brands will come out with palettes that have a lot of shimmery shades in darker shimmery, like in darker shades, like darker colors that are shimmery, and I'm like, I wish you were a matte, because then I could tuck you into my outer portion of my eyelid, into my crease, you know, and you would look spectacular. But we know if you're a shimmer, you are going to be hard to blend, you know, you're going to be a pain in the hiney. So I'm not going to be using you for those purposes. So having like a palette that is just mattes, which this seems to be, oh well, let's take a look here. Now they do have, let me just swatch this beautiful golden tone on the back of my hand here. Ooh. So it's not all mattes, I lied. See, this is this color right here. Peachy rosy color. I'm gonna swatch this as well. This is like a little bit shimmery, not too much. You could tuck this, you could try to blend with this, I think, but you couldn't. Like, I feel like this gold tone, it's really, yeah, you wouldn't be able to. I feel like it's really shimmery, but it's beautiful. I mean, a little bit of the glitter glue and that, it's nice. It's nice. So I'm going to grab here this Ray Morris brush, and it's number 17. I'll go into that same Evermore color that I have going on my upper lid, and I will tuck this into the lower lid portion. And I'm kind of using my sponge here, the Beauty Blender, to kind of pull my eye a little bit to the side so I can actually go into that area and tuck this in. If you want, I can have like a dedicated video to tell you as to why precisely I don't want to be trying to put out so many videos as I used to, and tell you like every little bit of the tea that you want to know. I just feel like I owe like some sort of explanation, and maybe I can provide that explanation to you guys if you want. I'm going to go into the Too Faced glitter glue, and I will put some of this onto the mid portion of my eyelid, because whenever I use any kind of shimmery shades, I like to first prime the lid with the glitter glue, regardless. I think it's like a good technique, regardless if you do have hooded eyes, if you don't have hooded eyes, it's like always a good rule of thumb. Because especially now, like, it's really hot outside, and if you're gonna be walking around and it's a muggy environment and you want to make sure your, you know, eyeshadow sticks and doesn't transfer, I'm going to go into the color Blaze in this Born to Run palette, and I'm just gonna peg her with my finger. Oh, this is pretty. These days, I basically decided that I will put out YouTube videos whenever there is a good inspiration in me. I feel like I'd rather have fewer videos but higher quality content on my part, and I want to put out videos that I want to watch. I know it sounds crazy, but I actually, after I post a video, I watch my own video, and I know it's like, why would you do that? But I do it because I actually check, like, last minute, did I make any kind of silly mistakes? Do I want to make sure that I'm actually hitting on all the important points that I was supposed to hit? And actually, did I deliver the content that I wanted to deliver? That's why I do it. I mean, I try to be thorough with my reviews. I also feel like lately, sometimes things that are posted on YouTube, I can't believe it. People watch that stuff, but I understand. That's totally fine. I just find that lately the trend where the community on YouTube has been going is not the trend I want to follow. Like, for instance, there would be like lots of these challenge videos, mixing all of your foundations together or all your powders, creating a highlight. I feel like maybe because I just don't find that interesting. I wouldn't mix foundations. I wouldn't do challenges like that. So that's the kind of stuff that I kind of refuse to do that. Maybe that's what's also affecting how my channel is being viewed, like, oh, she's boring. Yes, I am, but I'm also 38 almost, and I just don't find that if I start doing videos that do those types of challenges, that I find it not really interesting. I find that maybe it's interesting to do and watch when you are in your 20s, but when you are pushing on a 40, I don't know. So let me know if you want to see any kind of like mixing foundations videos, I guess. Moving on, sorry, got deviated on a topic here. I want to try a couple of products that I wouldn't normally go for, and a couple of techniques that I wouldn't normally go through. One of them is I want to try doing like a white eyeliner, like winged eyeliner situation. And I got this new product. Well, it's not new, it's new to me. It's by Too Faced and it's called Sketch Marker, and this is in pure white color. So this is what it's a felt tip, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to swatch it and show you basically what it looks like. This is it. I always wanted to have a good white eyeliner that was white. The problem is most of them come with shimmer, and I want a complete matte eyeliner. Just like when I do a black eyeliner felt tip applicator, I want it to be completely black. I don't want shimmery or glossy finish. I want it matte. So the same thing applies with the white, and I kind of want to do the same thing here. So I'm going to try to attempt a wing with this white one. Wish me luck. Okay, so there we have it. Personally, I find it a little bit streaky. I wonder if you need to set it like with white eyeshadow, but I'm gonna leave it as it is, and I'm gonna do my other eye right now. Got a little carried away in the corner right here, but that's okay. I don't know, I find that maybe it's just a tiny bit sheer. It's not as pure white solid as it could be, but maybe it's just me. I need to play with this product a bit more to be able to really tell you. This is my Lancome primer for the eyelashes that I'm going to put on, and then I'm going to put on the Definicils Lancome mascara. I really think that what makes this eyeliner stand out is definitely some really black mascara, or maybe getting some blue mascara would be fun. But I like this. I think it's cute. Like, definitely summer. So another thing that I would normally never ever do, so this is like a one-time opportunity. Enjoy it while you have it. I want to try this Kat Von D color on my lips. I'm going to swatch this color. I mean, I actually got it for a totally different reason. I got this this is what it looks like. I got this to do some smoky eye, because I wanted to use these liquid lipsticks as my base. This color is called Dreamer, and I'm going to put this on my lips. I mean, this is going to be scary, but why not, right? I'm not really impressed with how streaky this is. I mean, it's really streaky. I normally love Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, but this is just a hot mess. I think what I'm gonna do is let it set for a sec. I'm going to apply some of this Fenty Beauty highlighter, chit chat with you guys, and I will do a second layer. So this is what I have right here. What color is this? Let me take a look. So this is Hustler Baby, and this is what it looks like. This comes in that little kit you see at Sephora when you check out. You know, there's like a miniature products that they have over there, and it comes with a little lip gloss, Fenty Beauty lip gloss. I personally think that the highlighter should not be more or than this in size, because if you're gonna have a bajillion of them, like me, then you'll never go through the products before they expire. So getting smaller sizes, that's what I kind of like doing these days, because really, how many highlighters and how much of it do you really need? So I'm going to grab a brush and apply some of this crazy, oh my gosh, I don't know what goes with this lip, probably nothing, but honestly, this is so not like me, and I love it. This is basically me saying a mermaid threw up on my lips. That's how I feel. I feel like I am of another world or something like that happened. So now the lip has kind of dried. Here's a kiss test. Nothing. Okay, I love that. And I'm going to do a second coat. A little bit better, but before I decide to shade Keto and D with this color, I have to come clean and say that I did not exfoliate my lips. So the reason this product didn't go into all of these little, you know, cracks on my lips is because yeah, they haven't been properly prepped for the liquid lipstick. So I'm going to give it another try after properly exfoliating my lips. And if then it still looks streaky like this, I will say, this is a bad product, I hate it so much. No, I don't hate it. Because, girl, these lips have not been exfoliated. So that's what's wrong, I think. This is what's wrong. Okay, I practically lived in a hospital for a week. I mean, do you feel my pain? It's actually Dan's pain, but do you feel my pain? I took care of Dan. I've been taking care of Dan. So, I look utterly crazy, and I love it. So that would be it. If you want to set this with a setting spray, you can. I wouldn't, because I'm going to basically take this off and go to bed soon. Because I'm filming late at night, and then I'm going to possibly edit this video tomorrow and put it out for you guys. That's what's going to happen. But wrapping up this video, I would like to say that from now on, I will be posting videos on whatever schedule it might be. So if you feel like that's not what you like, you don't have to watch the channel. You can basically decide for yourself. But I just want to be putting content when I am inspired. You know how an artist has to come out with the album, like say 10 songs or 20 songs, and you're listening to those songs, and it's like 2 of them are a wonderful hit, and then the 18 songs are garbage. That's how I feel. Like, I don't want to post videos because I have to post videos because I have to maintain the schedule. I am not that talented. Maybe YouTube is for other talented people and not me. If every other makeup guru can post wonderful videos 3 times a week, well, kudos for them. I'm really happy for them. I cannot. I have a family. I have a real job, so that's what I am kind of juggling out there, and I will do YouTube whenever I have time and whenever I'm inspired to put out great videos for you guys. Okay, so with all of that said, thank you very much for supporting me with your subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you all in my next video, hopefully soon. I love you. Bye.